Hello, hello, you talented stars and starlets. My name is Chantele Francis. I am an actress and I'm a hypnotherapist. And I'm joined by my friend and fellow actress and hypnotherapist, Ariel Ladret. How are you doing today, Ariel?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to be here. This is our first episode ever.
Yes, so we decided to come together to create a series called Reframe. And we wanted to use the idea of being actors and how we want to incorporate hypnotherapy with ourselves and then sharing that with the world. So Reframe is the title, and then Relax and then each week we're going to have a new topic. So today is Relax and access your confidence. Amazing. So, to start, well, let's hear about you first. So, this is our close up here on Ariel.
Okay.
How did you get involved in acting? How did you get involved in hypnotherapy? How did it all come together?
Okay. Well, it's always the hardest question to answer is to talk about yourself, but no better time than now. So I've been acting since I think about 2008. So I think roughly 16 years. I did the traditional film school route, and I've been training pretty much in classes ever since. I've been lucky enough to work on some really cool shows and some bigger indies and all kinds of things. I've worked in front of the camera. I've worked behind in production. I've written things. I've also co-directed and done some producing. So I've kind of dabbled in a lot of different departments in film. My true love is acting. Like, I love it so much. And I know that most actors, we just have that call, that thing in our hearts that just keeps pushing us forward. And yeah, I definitely have that. And it's kept me in the game for a long time through thick and thin. I came to hypnotherapy basically to help with acting. I was and still am in battle with anxiety that I've had for my whole life, and I had tried literally everything. I had tried medication. I had tried lots and lots of meditation. I tried talking to all kinds of counselors, to life coaches. I tried, I don't even know, you name it, I tried it, like essential oils. I tried eating certain things. I tried not eating certain things. I tried rigorous exercise. I tried, cold showers, like cold plunges, just to see if I could get my nervous system to calm down. And it just felt like the more and more I kind of focused on it and fought it, the more and more, the crazier it got. And so this was back when we were auditioning in rooms, and it was like I wasn't afraid of failure, but I was afraid of my anxiety because I never knew if it was going to kind of sweep in and take control of the scene, even though I knew it so well front and back, or it was just not going to be there, and there was no rhyme or reason behind it. So I came to hypnotherapy because I had heard that I don't know, I think the first thing I heard about hypnotherapy was that somebody had quit smoking using hypnotherapy, and I thought that was pretty interesting, that you could quit a very addictive behavior by just talking to somebody and closing your eyes and going into a trance. I thought that was interesting. It sounded really powerful. I didn't know if it was available for anxiety, but I was at that place that a lot of people who come to hypnotherapy are at, where it's just like, I am willing to do anything to not feel this way, to not be afraid. And so then I did my 6 sessions with my hypnotherapist, and it definitely helped. And with my becoming more courageous and more confident, but it was kind of a lifelong quest. But I kept coming back to hypnotherapy, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, just meditate. It'll help you." But meditation for me wasn't the thing. I was always very attracted to hypnosis. And to be honest, I didn't know the difference between what they were. I just knew that I kept coming back to hypnosis. So when I heard about the school that we landed up going to, where they train hypnotherapists, I'd never seen that before. It was like a 6-month program, and everything felt right. I was like, I think this is the thing that I need to do in order to help myself, but also help my peers who are going through the same thing. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and how I came to it. And yeah. And how about you, love?
How about me? I mean, similar but different, absolutely. I've been in the arts since I was very young. I started taking ballet when I was about 4 years old, ballet and tap. And then I had the opportunity to audition for an art school, Claude Watson School for the Performing Arts. So when I was 8, I auditioned, and then I went from as ages 9 all the way through high school. So I was always a dance major because the dance majors were in more shows, but like I still took drama the whole way through, and I wanted to more so be an actor, but I also wanted to be a performer. So I wanted to be on stage, I wanted to dance, and that you had more opportunities to be on stage when you were a dance major. So I was a dance major through my Claude Watson tutelage, we'll say. And so after high school, I still wanted to continue a career in the art, though that's where I started to focus more on acting, because people were like, "Oh, you're too old now to be a ballet dancer." So this is at like 19 or 20, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, I can be an actor at any age. And so I started taking acting classes similar to you, studying, with all the best teachers, I would say, in Toronto. Then I moved to Montreal, studied with Jacqueline McClintock, who I think is my ultimate mentor and acting coach. Rest in peace. And then even when I was in Vancouver, studying with my now favorite acting coach, which is Andrew McElroy. And the common thread with it all was really allowing yourself to create these lives of these characters. And my acting coach, Jacqueline McClintock, she used to always say that make sure that you honor the life of the character that you're expressing, because there's somebody in the audience that may have lived through that experience. And so I've always just really wanted to be able to tell stories and share by heart, while at the same time being very curious about human behavior and human beings and how they interact with each other, and how to connect and be in flow, and all that was kind of morphing together. And so my teacher Andrew, he always calls us a social anthropologist, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a social anthropologist. But what I started to learn when I was getting older, that this fearlessness that I had when I was growing up in the arts, that was kind of going away with experience, basically. And having maybe negative experiences in an audition room, so maybe getting sides late. So sides are the lines that we get for an audition, getting those late and not feeling prepared, and maybe making a mistake in an audition room, or being on set and having an awkward situation with a director or whatnot. And so things started to inform my ability as an actor, and allowed me to stop being as confident and more worried that I'm going to make a mistake, and more worried about whether or not I'm doing a good job, and more worried about my agent's going to drop me because I haven't booked in a while. And so all these external things that really had nothing to do with my love of being a social anthropologist, wanted to share stories, to connect with people in the audience, that kind of started fading away, and it became more about the business side of the acting industry. And so as somebody that's also really involved in meditation, like yourself, involved in, I like tarot readings and astrology, the little bit more hippy dippy side of things. I've been delving down that path as well. And that path, when I was living in Vancouver, led me to law of attraction, life coaching. I think The Secret, if you saw the movie The Secret, that kind of led me down that path as well, and creating your own reality. And I'm like, wait, I can change my reality. I can create my reality. I know that my thoughts create things, and my mind is powerful, and that if I want to choose my mind to do a certain thing, I can do that. But I needed help. So I took a few year-long programs for life, law of attraction, life coaching. And so I am a certified life coach. And I've been wanting to build a program for actors and creatives
Mhm.
that are kind of feeling like me or kind of feeling like you, that are, we have the purest of intentions in wanting to share our heart and our creativity and our craft. But
Yeah.
then we have all these external things like confidence and fear getting in the way. And
Yeah.
so I found that as much as coaching is amazing for shifting mindset, I felt that there was a missing piece.
Yeah.
And I always felt that I'm like, we need to figure out how to reprogram the subconscious
Yeah.
mind. And I was like, this is the missing link. And
Yeah.
so I was looking for a really long time for a way to find that missing link. And I'm like, was it hypnosis? So I was looking around for maybe hypnotherapy, becoming hypnotherapist, leading meditations. Like I was trying to figure out a way to reprogram, rewire, and shift the thoughts that are continuously running our life and our mind. And so then you and I ended up in a group
Mhm.
for actors together,
Yep.
and you actually asked me or put out just like a random post as to people that would like to be a practice subject when you were getting your certification. And
Mhm.
I said yes willingly, and we had a session and I loved it. And I said, sign me up.
Yeah.
I want in. I want into my mind and the subconscious mind of others, because I really believe that it is the key, the missing factor in shifting your life and creating the life and career that we want as actors. So
I know. Yeah. Okay. So that was the one thing. Thank you so much for saying that there was a missing link with coaching, because I did my life coaching certification in 2014 and absolutely loved it. It was very, very inspiring. But there was a missing link a little bit for me too. And I felt like, okay, so because of the way that our industry is set up, I feel like it's all fine and good to have a plan or a strategy to get out there, but also maybe if you're not ready, or you have something subconsciously holding you back, or you're triggered by something in the audition room or something someone says before, or whatever it is, it's a subconscious thing going on. You may burn a bridge if it doesn't go according to plan, because you had something subconscious going on. So once that link was made for me, as it was for you, that the subconscious is such an important piece in there, it was like, oh my goodness, we need to bring this to our actors. And so you were my first actor client, and we even created our own little process called line inception.
yes, I love line inception.
Yeah.
One thing though, before we talk about line inception and kind of ways to use hypnosis as actors, I did think that we might want to clear the lens a little
Mhm.
bit here, because when I was asking for thoughts around hypnosis, this was before I'd even met you. I had a lot of actor friends that didn't like the idea of hypnosis. They were
Mhm.
scared by it, the
Mhm.
things that they knew about it. They don't want people to take over their mind and mind control,
Yeah.
and that they're just very scared and worried about people you know tapping around in their mind. So what do you have to say to maybe debunk some of these myths around hypnotherapy and hypnotists?
Oh, totally. So there is unfortunately a lot going on, a lot in terms of storytelling that has come. I think it likely came through the theater. We all know about stage hypnosis as well, which is a totally different type of hypnosis that we use as hypnotherapists. But now it's kind of come into Hollywood a lot more. And I always say that I'm not going to blame Hollywood. It's not anyone's fault. It's like anything to make a compelling story. And hypnotherapy or hypnosis has been kind of in the limelight, especially as of late. But I don't, and I think a lot of people in our colleagues and in our hypno community would agree that it is powerful, absolutely, but the way that it is portrayed isn't exactly correct. So, for instance, in terms of brainwashing, for that you see that as kind of like, you see hypnosis as like the villain. A brainwashing situation would have to take place over, like, there's so many different factors that come into brainwashing. It's not just one little session and somebody is, going with the devil or something like that. That is a different, darker process that can exist, of course, that is scary, but not likely to happen, because hopefully you would choose a hypnotherapist that was accredited by somewhere that is legitimate, that has a lot of experience, and that you have a really good rapport with and that you trust, right? So choosing a hypnotherapist is obviously really important, but things like brainwashing are things that happen over the course of a very, very long time. It's not only hypnosis, it's a breaking down of somebody's ego. So something like that, we know is not possible, but you do see it as the villain in movies. So that's an example. But luckily with EEG technology, science has been able to put these little electrodes on people's heads and see into their brains and measure the frequency of what exactly is going on in the brain, what parts of the brain are activated while somebody is in a hypnotic state, and kind of draw a lot of fact from that data. So I feel like it's such a good time for hypnosis, because we can actually see it. Whereas back in mesmer times, where it was all woo woo, they didn't know what was happening in the brain. So that's the gift there. But I do know that there is no way, or they do know that there's no way to be stuck in a trance. So like the movie Office Space, do you remember the character?
Little bit.
One character, it's been a while too, but everyone always brings it up. One character gets stuck in a trance. A hypnotherapist puts him in a trance, and he's in it for I think the whole movie or something like that. And that's just not the way our brains work. There are different frequencies that our brains come in and out of throughout the day, and that state, hypnosis or theta, is actually something that we wake up and we go through that theta state, or we're very engrossed in a movie or a task that's quite repetitive that we know well, and we're in that theta state. And then if something were to happen, we wake up and we address whatever is meant, not wake up, but we go into a different state, a more heightened, more common state, like the beta or the alpha state, and we take care of what needs to happen. So our brain is always there working with us. So those are some of the things that I like to talk about before doing hypnosis. What about you?
Absolutely. So our teacher, Grace Smith, she likes to coin it as all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And that is, I think, very important. Like, even if we're talking about something as, sinister as the brainwashing that people are scared of, like people do still have to allow someone to have influence over what they're thinking or what they're doing. And so if I was in a hypnotic state, I still have all my morals. I still have all my beliefs. I still have all, like, my thoughts will be still going, but I will just be really relaxed. And as Grace also says, it's a meditation with my eyes closed. And that's really what it is. It's allowing yourself to get into a really relaxed state where you are suggestible to maybe some ideas that you would most likely agree upon with your hypnotherapist, that you are going to be allowing. So hypnosis really just allows yourself to bypass the conscious mind, which is really analytical and it's kind of, stuck in one way. Bypass that to the ooey gooey subconscious mind, where lasting and really amazing changes can happen. But always know that you are completely in control of what you share in a hypnosis session. A lot of people are worried that it's like a truth serum and that you're going to be spilling all your deep, dark secrets. Like, yeah, it's a possibility, but you would only share what you wanted to share. You are completely capable of saying no, of not wanting to divulge any certain information. So I definitely feel as though Hollywood is given maybe a little bit of a bad rap to the industry because they're using it in a way that is not how it's used by certified hypnotherapists.
Exactly. But like we also kind of have, I mean, I have empathy for it because it's like you could take anything like headphones or like a cell phone and make it into, a demonic, sinister thing that's taking over your life. Or some people believe that, And so hypnosis just happens to have the rap right now. And I think it's great that, a lot more actors are using it, and there are more actor hypnotherapists out there as well. So because it's actually a part of what we do on stage and when we're performing, is accessing that flow state as well. So it's not like a foreign concept. It's something that we've been doing for a long time as performers, but maybe didn't know the word. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And so you do mention actors that you may be using hypnotherapists. So I wanted to bring our next little segment, number one on the call sheet. And so one actor that I found that has used hypnotherapy in the past was or is Orlando Bloom. So let's see if I can find a picture of handsome Orlando Bloom, or a few pictures anyways. If you can see him here.
There he is.
If I can zoom in a little bit. Well, you can see him there. And so I'm just going to read a little blurb about how he used hypnotherapy. So Orlando used hypnosis as a child. His mother took him to see a hypnotist to help him overcome his addiction to chocolate, and also to help him lose weight and get in shape, which is really interesting to hear because, we see all these actors and we think that, oh my God, they're just like, they have the great weight and they eat well and they have trainers and all this stuff. But we're learning here that he actually used a hypnotist or hypnotherapist to be able to help him change his subconscious mind in order for it to be in alignment with the body and the shape that he wanted to be in. So I thought that was really interesting to find someone that pretty much everybody knows as an actor that he has used. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's used a hypnotherapist again for other things in his life.
Totally. Yeah,
Any
when you know
thoughts?
that it's that powerful, why, I think for us also as hypnotherapists, we use it on literally everything, right? So we're like, oh, it worked on that. Okay, let's use it for house cleaning. Let's use it for or whatever it is. So that's great. And obviously it works because he is looking very handsome.
Very handsome. Amazing. So today our focus is confidence. And so you did mention, we both kind of mentioned confidence and how we've been wanting to use hypnotherapy as a way to access our own confidence and bring that out of us. And so what are your thoughts around confidence and acting and hypnotherapy?
It's so good. So I went on a quest to figure out what confidence meant, because if you look it up online, there's so many different definitions of what the word confidence means. And I think it's a very subjective term. For someone, being confident is going to be completely different for the other person. And I was in acting class, I think it was maybe 6 years ago. And I had a lovely, lovely acting coach. He was very inspiring, super genius when it came to just storytelling, and he could memorize everything in 2 seconds. And he was just naturally a very confident person. And I did not have that muscle formed quite yet, but he couldn't understand why I couldn't just turn on the ability to be confident. And so I would do a scene and he'd be like, you're vibrating, your nervous system's all hopped up, you're second guessing everything that you're saying, like, just be confident. And I remember looking at him and saying, I have no clue how to do that. Like, no clue. How do I do that? I mean, you make it sound so easy, but I just didn't know. And I tried everything. And whenever anyone said fake it till you make it, it just didn't jive with me. It would just be that old nervous system thing coming back, trickling in, and I could feel it before it was coming. It felt like almost like an episode, and then I would just crumble. And then so yeah, I've been on a quest, I feel like, ever since, to figure out like what, you know, what is confidence to me. And then also there are moments when I am confident. So how can I hone that ability and use it in my acting? So for instance, I'm a really good person in a crisis. So if there's something where where someone needs to be taken care of immediately, I am very good at delegating. I'm the person who is calming the person down. I take care. I know first aid. I can help. I've witnessed many accidents. I can calm people down. I can calm my nervous system down in order to relay information to, like the paramedics and stuff. It's happened many, many times. And I would say that that is confidence, because you see people on the sidelines who just freeze and they don't know what to do. So it's not that I don't know how to do it. It's just that I didn't know how to do it in my acting. So kind of, it's been a quest to bring that part of my personality into my acting and integrate it so that I can turn it on whenever I want and create my own version of confidence. So, and it's still a journey for sure. But yeah,
definitely can relate. I find that when I'm most confident, it's when I know something really well that I don't have to think about it. And I find that what hypnosis and hypnotherapy is really useful with in terms of confidence is that it allows me to quiet that monkey mind that has these that's judging me and telling me, oh, you're not doing that right, and the second guessing thing that comes up. And so really quieting that inner voice that many of us have that are not necessarily programmed to say the best things to you. And so what I've learned through getting certified was that from the ages of 0 to 7, we are at a point in our lives where we're pretty constantly in a theta brain wave state, which means that you're highly susceptible to your environment in those years. So whether it be your teachers, your parents, if you go to church, everybody that's older than you in your environment are really going to be influencing how your mind thinks and works. And if you say we're in a dance class and you had a dance teacher that was consistently telling you that you need to be skinnier, or your leg, you don't have nice, arches on your feet and for ballet, or your posture is not great. Some people, it might just roll off their back, but other people, they might actually have that imprint their subconscious mind, and it could be informing some of that negative mind chatter in their adult years. And so I love how hypnotherapy is able to go back and be like, hey, I know that you're trying to do something good for me, these subconscious thoughts, but let's reframe them so that they're going to be actually really useful for me right now in my life right now, moving forward. And so that's really how I've been using hypnotherapy to build my confidence. It's to really quieten that inner chatter, that mind chatter that doesn't serve me right now. Yes, it was serving me at a time. It could have saved my life. It could have allowed me to not get in trouble. It definitely had a purpose at one point, but now I don't want to be scolded anymore by myself. And the scolding is what takes away from my confidence personally, because it's like, if I was great at something, I wouldn't have somebody saying like, oh, you should do it this way, or be better at this, or are you going to fail, or you understand what I'm saying. So that's why I love hypnotherapy for my acting career, because I found that all of a sudden there's freedom in my work, right? Like, it's like, I'm not worried about what other people are thinking. I don't have that negative mind chatter that's telling me that I'm doing something wrong, or that they're not going to like me, or they're not going to think that I'm doing a good job, or they notice that I made a mistake. Like all these things that are not helpful for doing a great job and just expressing your truth. And so that's how I love hypnotherapy, how I love it relating to acting, and how I love it all relating to confidence and building confidence as an actor, or accessing our confidence as an actor.
I love that. And I think what I'm hearing you say is that it just creates a clearer channel that is more conducive to the performance, to being on stage or on set and serving the story in the way that it's meant to, without the actor baggage that we all have. And like you said, for a reason, we must have adopted those beliefs to keep us safe, but they no longer serve us. So having a means and a tool and a tried and true method to just let it go is so exciting. It's really, really cool. And I know that in working with you, as you being the client and I'm the hypnotherapist and vice versa, like we've both witnessed these amazing shifts and these big wins of, I used to have that thought, or I used to beat myself up with a baseball bat, and I don't do that anymore. How cool. It's really
How
neat.
cool. Just letting ourselves off the hook and allowing us to play. And that's
Yeah.
one thing that we, I feel is really important as an actor is we want to play. Like we do say like, oh, I get to play this role. Like, well, where's the play in it? It's not to work hard this role. It's like, let's play. Oh, I want to play the scene like, oh, this character, I would love to play this character because it's play. And
Yes.
as we get older, we forget about the play part of it. And I really feel that having that confidence allows you to be playful and it just allow it just to come through you, as opposed to like being really, analytical and meticulous about it and really, careful and precious about like your work that you're putting out. And like, does that seem fun and playful? Absolutely not. And does that seem connecting?
No.
Go
And
ahead.
do people want to work with people who are like that, who are
It's
so
not fun.
controlled? They don't. I think the play element is what keeps it attractive and exciting for others to want to collaborate with somebody who's tapped into that creativity.
Amazing. So what do we want to, for today get rid of? So put on the cutting room floor some ideas that we might have brought in as actors. It could be from the collective conscious. Like, what do we want to get rid of?
Good question. Do you have something right now?
Well, definitely I just putting it out there, the feeling the need to justify being an actor.
Right.
So a lot, I find personally that a lot of people, if you're not an Oscar-winning actor that people have seen in every single movie, people seem to want you to qualify your decision to want to call yourself an actor, being like, so what have I seen you in? Or, oh, what's your backup job? Or like, oh, so you're a waitress? Like all of
Yes.
those type of negative responses to being an actor. I think I want to put that away, because I want to put that on the cutting room floor, because that also contributes, in my opinion, to that negative mind chatter that we were talking about before, and feeling that you need to prove your reason to want to express your heart. It just seems really unfair. We do not ask anybody in any other industry other than the entertainment arts of like why they choose to do that. You don't ask that to an actor or a doctor, like, well, that's going to be a really hard life. Like, are you ready for it? Like, yeah, I'm ready for it because I decided I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, whatever it is. These mainstream professions are widely accepted. You can choose to do that no matter what. But if you want to be an actor, people want to be like, well, do you have a backup?
Yeah.
So I want to put that whole notion on the cutting room floor. What about you?
I love that. Me too. Yeah. And it's a tough one because a lot of people they just think it's funny. And will say like, oh, so what restaurant do you work at? And
Exactly.
that hurts actors. And it's not just a culture within our community. It's a culture that I think a lot of people just are trying to relate to. Maybe they don't understand. Maybe they've never had a passion or been drawn to something the way that some actors are. Maybe they've never had that feeling of connection and flow. But I think it's harmful, and I think it needs to go on the cutting room floor too.
Amazing. Anything
Okay.
else, or do we want to go into a process?
I love that one. Yeah, I think I'm good with that one. I wholeheartedly.
Perfect.
I'm glad that you brought that one up too. All right,
Let's
on the
put that on the cutting room floor. And now with our martini shot here, we're going to, well, Ariel's going to take me and you through a process in order to help access your confidence.
Yeah. So what we wanted to offer with every one of our episodes is a small or a short hypnosis session based on our focus, and our focus today is confidence. So I'm just going to guide you through, as Chantele said prior. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis, so I can only make suggestions, but everything is an invitation. You don't have to necessarily even close your eyes. If I say close your eyes, you can definitely keep them open. You can soften your gaze. You're welcome to open your eyes and look around. In fact, that process makes, it's called, what is it called?
Fractionation?
Fractionation? Yeah. Thank God you're here. And it actually helps you go deeper. So if you need to scratch, if you need to move rooms to a more comfortable space, absolutely feel free to do so. And I'm just going to guide a little hypno session based on confidence. And then, if anybody has questions after watching, feel free to email us or reach out. Always happy to answer any questions that you might have. And then we'll finish up with our magic hour where Chantele is going to pull a card for all of us. Sound good?
Sounds amazing. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, everybody, I just welcome you to go ahead and close your eyes and find yourself, if you haven't already, in a nice, comfortable position. And if it's good for you to lie down, that's great. But you can also do this sitting up just as long as you are comfortable. And you can just take the time for you to just relax. Because we're performers, we're pretty good by now at taking some nice deep belly breaths. Those same supportive breaths that we use when we need to project our voice or execute a routine. And just take a few more deep belly breaths. And if at any moment you need to adjust or scratch your nose or get even more cozy, totally okay. And on every exhale, just continue to relax both mind and body. And I'd like you to place your attention on the top of your head. You might even feel some tingles, maybe some warmth, or maybe even a breeze. And I'd like you just to relax the top of your head, sending that sense of relaxation through the top of your head. Down your face, smoothing out any creases in the forehead, letting go of any tension around those eyes. It's just safe to let go. And coming back to those nice and easy breaths. Letting go of any tension, any static, any holding on your exhale. Just let go. Good. Go ahead and let that jaw just hang loose. Let it hang slack. And allow that sense of relaxation to move down the neck to your shoulders, allowing the arms to be heavy, moving that relaxation through the front of your chest, over your heart, and the back of your heart. Just let go. Nice and easy breaths. You can let your belly go. No need to hold, no need to squeeze. Just let go. And as you continue to relax even more deeper, I'd like you to imagine that there is a color or a quality that you love, and that color or that quality is forming at the top of your head. So just take a moment and really see, feel, or sense that color or that quality. Good. So imagine that color, that quality can move all the way from your head, traveling all the way down, 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 through your arms, your shoulders, relaxing you even more. Moving all the way down your belly to your hips as you feel them supported on the chair below you as you let go. Very, very good. And as you take these deep letting go breaths, allow that color to flow all the way through your legs, your knees, your calves and your feet. Just let go. And one more time, moving that beautiful quality all the way from the top of the head, spiraling, relaxing you all the way over the chest and the belly, the arms and the fingers, the hips and the thighs. As you let go. And there's a beautiful affirmation that I was taught and that I would love to share with you that just helps support the inner child or the one in you that goes on high alert. It helps in any circumstance where you just need to calm. And it's a beautiful affirmation that I love to say, so you can repeat it in your mind or out loud after me. It doesn't matter. And it goes, I am safe.
I am safe.
Good. I am calm.
I am calm.
Good. I choose to be here.
I choose to be here.
That's right. And one more time.
I am safe. I am calm. I choose to be here.
Beautiful. And one more time.
I am safe. I am calm. I choose to be here.
That is exactly right. You are safe. You are calm and you choose to be here. You're doing so well. So in a moment, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1 very slowly. And with each decreasing number I say, you'll notice as if it just feels easy and effortless for you to double your relaxation in your body. So I like to imagine I'm just shedding a layer and just relaxing even more, coming more and more into the present moment. And when we arrive at the final number, you'll notice yourself in a beautiful space where you feel more connected, more focused, more in tune, and safer than you have ever felt. All right, so on your next inhale, 5, just letting go and doubling your relaxation. Good. 4, remembering that beautiful color quality and allowing it to take you even deeper. 3, relaxing, releasing, and really, really letting go. 2, trusting your body, trusting the images, trusting the impressions that come. And 1, I'd like you to go ahead and connect to this safe place where you feel more focused, more connected than you have ever felt. Beautiful. So using all of your senses here, all of your creativity, because you are a powerful actor. This is your thing. I'd like you to go ahead and just explore this place. So go ahead and touch something there. Really tuning into a texture or a temperature. Really try and feel it. Notice all the details. And go ahead and look around and see if you can notice the colors. And because you're the boss and you're in charge here, you can turn up the brightness and you can make them twice as bold. You can adjust the focus. You can make the lines blurred. You can even make it black and white. It doesn't matter. This is your place. Just go ahead and make it absolutely perfect. There might even be a smell, so go ahead and smell that smell or fragrance. There might even be a taste, something nourishing you can have here, so go ahead and taste. Really get a good sense of how it feels to be here. Hearing all sounds associated with this place of focus, relaxation, ease. You're doing so well. So now that you've arrived here in this perfect, safe place of focus, you know in your heart or in a special place inside you that you've come here because you have a desire to enhance your sense of confidence, to tap into that innate ability. You're here to increase your confidence so that you can go out and achieve anything that you desire without any second guessing. Just tuning into that ability to be confident. And only you know the why behind this. Perhaps you'd like to book a series lead. Perhaps you'd like to write your own feature film, see it through from start to finish. Perhaps you'd like to focus on connecting with a specific person in the industry who you know you could serve and could serve you. Whatever reason behind it is perfect and correct and unique to just you. But in order to increase confidence, it's very important to clear out and forgive any and all past experiences that have hampered your ability to tune in when you needed that confidence the most, so that you can approach your desire, your goals with a clean slate from here on in. Removing all baggage, all stories, and starting fresh. And bringing your most authentic self. So in a moment, I'm going to guide you through a very powerful process of cutting energetic and emotional cords. This process will allow you to heal and forgive any past experiences on a subconscious level, and allowing you to create a brand new slate of desired experiences and anchor a whole new level of confidence that is unique to you. So 3, I want you to go even deeper. 2, trusting what comes. And 1, becoming aware of any cords attached to a past story, a past situation, or maybe even a past relationship that has been weighing you down. And just so you know, whatever arises here is perfect and correct. So take a moment and notice these cords, these connections in your body, and notice what they feel like, notice what they look like, what material they're made out of, and how it feels to have them attached to you, feeling all sensations related to holding on to these past experiences, and notice how ready you are to release them forever and finally set yourself free. You have made a powerful decision to cut these cords, and you have everything you need in your safe place to destroy them and release them completely and forever. So 3, I want you to go even deeper now. 2, trusting what comes, and 1. So allowing in your mind's eye any resources you need in order to cut these cords. So it might be a large pair of scissors, it might be a chainsaw, it might be a magic wand. It doesn't matter. All you know is this tool is powerful, and it's going to help you to cut these cords to these old stories that have been keeping you stuck, keeping you small, and you're going to release them using this tool once and for all. So getting ready to use this tool, use this device as you begin to set yourself free in 3, going even deeper. 2, trusting the process, and 1, go ahead and cut all of these cords and repeating in your mind after me or out loud, I forgive you, I release you, and I set myself free. As you cut,
I forgive you, I
Mm-hmm.
release you, and I set myself free.
Good. Anyone else? Any more cords?
There's always lots.
Go ahead. I want you to get rid of every single one.
Mhm.
I forgive you, I release you, I set myself free, or whatever feels best.
I forgive you, I release you, and I set myself free.
Good.
I forgive you, I release you, and I set myself free.
Beautiful.
I forgive you, I release you, and I set myself free.
Beautiful.
I've put them all in pink hearts, pink bubble hearts, and they're all floating up to the light for transmutation so that
Beautiful.
they can transform into guiding light that's going to guide me towards my dreams.
Ah, that is so, so powerful. So you cut them off and you place them in these beautiful hearts, and they're floating upwards, and they will be transmuted into guiding light now. So just take a nice deep breath and really witness this process of change, of alchemy. Just really see and feel and experience in your body how it feels to start completely fresh with this guidance showing you the way. And what else are you noticing in your body?
Just like relief. It's a lot
Mm.
of tension being held with all these ideas and beliefs. So having them be sent up to be transmuted is really freeing.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. You don't need that tension anymore. It's just sending them up to be transmuted, and it feels free. So, so beautiful. Good. And is there anything else that you're noticing, feeling, seeing?
It's really nice feeling the guiding lights kind of trickling down and kind of leading as breadcrumbs towards opportunity and possibility in the direction of all my acting and entertainment dreams and goals.
That is really comforting, just seeing this kind of path of possibility before you, illuminated through all of your goals and your dreams related to acting. So, so powerful. So I'd like you to just for a moment imagine yourself in the next little while. Could be today, starting today, or the week ahead, or the coming months. And I want you to just witness how much your confidence is increasing, your courage is increasing, seeing yourself making decisions from that place of illumination, of guidance, noticing how resilient you are, knowing that you have this confidence. And with every choice that you make, this resilience deepens even. And you now have this amazing confidence, this courage, this peacefulness, and this desire to keep going because you're connected to that sense of possibility. You're connected to that sense of power. And you know that acting is meant to be fun. You know that there's so much play involved with what you do. So just witnessing yourself infusing that sense of play, lightheartedness, joy into every single thing that you do, inside and outside acting. You're already creating this right now in the present moment. So just notice how good it feels to be tuned into this creation, maybe this excitement, this possibility, completely detached from the outcome, remembering your why. Really good. So just repeating in your mind or out loud after me, every day in every way, I am becoming more and more confident.
Every day, in every way, I'm becoming more and more confident.
Good. I love acting.
I love acting.
Every day, in every way, I am manifesting my perfect possibility.
Every day, in every way, I'm manifesting my perfect possibility.
I am courageous and I am resilient.
I am courageous and I am resilient.
That's right. You are courageous and you are resilient. And is there anything else that you want to add to this to really lock it in?
I am free to express myself creatively.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You are free to express yourself creatively.
I'm allowed to live a life that I love through acting.
Yes, you are allowed to live a life through acting that you love through acting. Beautiful. Anything else?
I'm a magnet for all my dream roles.
Mm-hmm. You are a magnet for all of your dream roles.
And there are so many perfect opportunities that are right there waiting for me.
Mm-hmm. There are so many perfect opportunities that are right there waiting for you.
And the best is yet to come. So get excited.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the best is yet to come. So you can get excited. It's safe to be excited. It's here. Very good. And how does that feel in your body?
Feels like relief because, just knowing that possibilities are available and that, I'm moving towards them is really comforting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does feel comforting, doesn't it? Good. So take a moment to celebrate all of the transformational work that you have done here today. All of the things that you've unearthed, all of the things that you have let go so courageously. All in the name of confidence, all in the name of courage for yourself and for others. You've done really, really well. And just know that everything that we've done here today is now being integrated deeper and deeper into every cell of your body, into every particle of your being. And as you continue throughout your day, these concepts, these knowings, these rememberings will be integrated even more, and you'll start to see yourself change from here on out, little by little. That confidence will continue to grow because it's like a retroactive experience. So just know and trust and feel proud of yourself for how hard you've worked here today. So in a moment, I'm going to bring you back, and with each and every single increasing number, you come back to the room feeling calm, feeling energized, feeling ready to take inspired action. Just know that I'm so proud of you. We're all so proud of you. Thank you so much. So 1, starting to come back now. 2, moving your feet and your toes. 3, wiggling your hands and your fingers. 4, lots of energy coming back into your body. 5, feeling everything and feeling absolutely wonderful. 6, even more energy bubbling back up. 7, 8, feeling great. 9, getting ready to open your eyes. And 10, I'd like you to open your eyes and do a big stretch. Beautiful. That was
Yes.
awesome.
Well, I'll get my Oscar now.
Yeah. All
Thank
right.
you. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me. I definitely feel like something has expanded, something has opened up here, even in that short little time that we took to kind of tune in and really, just shift that subconscious mind around confidence in our acting. So Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Welcome. So welcome. And for the people who are tuning in who maybe have never tried hypnotherapy before, or they're curious, how did that one feel in your body? Because I know it can feel different for others.
So definitely let us know in the comments with how that feels. If you have any questions about hypnosis, therapy, how it relates to acting, confidence, any and all of the above, please leave us comments. We love connecting with people. We're actors. We talked about wanting to have a heart's connection with the material, with people, with people's life experience. So anything and everything is welcomed. If you share that in the comments, then next week when we come back, we will definitely take a moment to address the audience and have a little bit of a conversation with things that are coming up in your world around acting and confidence, or anything for that matter. Yay.
Awesome. So I guess the last thing is magic hour.
Magic hour.
What's
And
magic hour?
this is really an opportunity just to, since we're kind of well, at least myself anyways, in that ooey gooey, still in a little bit of theta, feeling good, having as an opportunity to pull a couple of cards. So I really do feel that tarot is an opportunity just to maybe see, to get an idea of what we want to or need to hear right now. And today is a really amazing day. It's February 22nd, which is the second month, so 2/22 of 2022. And in our lifetime, at least, that will not happen ever again. So it's, people are saying it's the best day to manifest or whatnot. So I thought it might be a nice idea to pull a card or two just to really see what message the universe, the collective conscious, has for all of us actors, everybody that is watching here today. So let's see what we have going on. Oops. Cards are messy today. Okay. Let's see what she is. All right. So this is the 9 of Wands. And wands are generally about fire, passion, creativity. And 9s are usually about an end of a cycle. So, the 1 to 3, is the first stage. 3 to 6 is the second stage. And then 6 to 9 would be the third stage. And then 10 would be a new cycle with all the lessons learned from 1 to 9. So when I look at this card, I always think badly bruised, but not broken. And I feel that we talked a little bit about being resilient. This is the card of resiliency. But as it being a 9, I do feel like that is something that we are letting go of. We are releasing from ourselves right now, that we're allowing ourselves to step into new possibility without having any of the baggage that we just released in that beautiful hypnosis session. So I feel like it's showing us that we have an opportunity for freedom in our work, in how we approach acting, that up until now, everything that we've done has worked for us perfectly to get us to this exact moment right here. But this is the opportunity for us to just let all that go and step into the 10, which would be new beginning with lessons learned. And it's an opportunity to really look at our career in a new way, our creativity in a new way, without having any of that baggage that we had in the past.
Oh my God, that is absolutely so perfect. What a beautiful way to tie it all in.
Always perfect. It never fails me. It always has, I find, like a meaning that it just resonates and really encapsulates all that we've talked about. And so I'm so excited and inspired to take a step in the new direction after, letting go of what we've been holding on to for up until now, all these years. So very excited for what's to come. And also, if people can maybe leave in the comments any wins that they may have had since having, listening to this this series and, listening to your beautiful hypnosis session.
Yes, please share.
We love wins.
We love wins. We love all of it. So any questions, feel free to throw them our way. We'd love to connect.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, what are you up to? Our last segment is that's a wrap. But before we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Or I guess it is that's a wrap. All right, it's a wrap. That's a wrap. Should I change? I'll change it for next time.
Doesn't matter. I think we all know and love the word wrap. And so yeah, that's there, and that's the most important thing. So yeah, let us know, Chantele, what have you been up to? What are you planning? What's going on with Star Talent? Let us know.
So right now I'm doing a collaboration with another life coach and hypnotherapist. And we are doing a 6-week goal setting program where we're going to, you could use whatever you want to manifest in your life. For me, I'll probably be doing something that's going to be around acting, but anything that you might want to bring into your life in the next 6 weeks. Well, starting March 6th,
Mhm.
we're really going to focus on doing several different hypnosis session, like one every week. We will be pulling cards every week. We will be doing a vision board. So really using all the tools that we can to allow us to align ourselves to any goal that we want for ourselves in our life. So that 6-week goal setting workshop, it's going to start on March 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then every week for 6 weeks after that. So Ariel will be there. She's going to be participating in this workshop with us, which will be really amazing just to have her energy. So I can't wait. So I love it. I'm really
Yay.
excited.
I'm excited. Yes. Yes. Great. Okay. And then me.
Mm-hmm.
What I meant to. I have created a performer-based hypnotherapy process for, I'm an actor, so it is more geared towards actors, but I welcome anyone who has to get on stage or be vulnerable, whether you're a singer or maybe you're even just a leader in whatever that you do. I've created a program in order to help boost confidence, public speaking. There's a movement component. There's all kinds of goodies in my program that I'm creating. And come March, I'll have an app that you can download and access the lectures and the videos, and also myself as a hypnotherapist on demand. So yeah, it's really exciting. But if you like to connect, just feel free to go to intentionalactor.com, or you can check out my Instagram, which is at intentional actor, and feel free to throw me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is at Star Talent Coaching. So all of our tags are definitely in the description box below. Definitely connect with us about any and everything. We love talking about all of the above, and we are open to connecting with all of you. So anything else from you, Ariel, before we sign off?
No, that was just so fabulous. That was so amazing. So thank you so much, Chantele. And anything from you?
I just can't wait to come back next week. So
Yeah.
this will be an ongoing series where we will be tuning into different things that us actors to experience, and so we can do a process to be able to try to shift that and change that for the weeks going forward. So 2 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, we will be continuing with our Reframe series.
Yeah. Great.
That's a wrap.
Thank you.